personalization of your character are all going to be your choice, so that when you go in the game with you and your friends, that's going to be you in the game, right? So when we go to a cutscene, we want to tell some narrative in the game. That's done in game, so that it's you, right? So you get to enjoy that, and I think that's super important, because if you're going to be playing co-op, if I want to play with you, maybe I'm already further advanced, right? And
I mean, probably you're the studio head.
No, maybe I'm already further advanced in the game than you, and I want to be able to go back and play. And so what we've done is we've architected levels so that no matter when you play it, the AI adapts to it. It's a great, we've created an entirely new AI system for this game. Tons of new archetypes. There's tons of just amazing moments in the game. All kinds of new technology on the battlefield in the year 2065 to play with, and it's just a fun, epic experience. And that's just the campaign, right?
You got to slow down. I'm like taking notes. I can't keep up. No, do it, man.
So look, I mean, it's Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Right? Multiplayer is the lifeblood of the franchise. And look, we were so proud of what we made with Black Ops 2, and we just wanted to keep bringing it for the fans.
Absolutely.
And so many people on PlayStation play it, and it's been such a great community. This time, we're just bringing it. I mean, we really wanted to let players feel powerful. We've created an entirely new movement system. We've crafted new maps for the players that it took us hundreds of iterations, and over the course of even the very first year of development, just to get the right movement and map design the way we wanted it, so that players, it would just feel smooth, fluid. It's precision, it's control, it's everything you love about Black Ops 2 movement, just more of it and better. It's the best thing we've ever made. So
you're telling me you didn't make it overnight, and it is actually a lot of hard work.
Yeah, no, it took we couldn't have done this game without having 3 years of development.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and then
no, you don't apologize to me. This is you now,
right?
This is you.
So there's so much more to talk about multiplayer, but I'll move on. Zombies. Right?
You knew what I was thinking. We rehearsed this.
Yeah, listen, no Treyarch game would be complete without shipping zombies on the disc with the game. The fans have been so great to us. It started out as an Easter egg after, the credits rolled on a game that we made 7 years ago with World at War.
I did not know that.
It was an Easter egg. And it was only because the fans enjoyed it so much and they kept asking for it that we were allowed to bring it to the forefront in the Call of Duty franchise, because we say it now, Call of Duty Zombies. It's of course,
like, everyone knows.
Right, everyone knows.
You just stop somebody in a coffee shop and be like, Call of Duty Zombies?
Right.
They're like, yeah.
Right.
And that's
There was a time when there was a lot of people at Treyarch with a lot of heart and passion and sacrifice, doing a lot of work that arguably may not have been the sanest thing for us to take on during that development. And you can't take that for granted. It's because, the fans have elevated it, that we get to bring it to the forefront and make it its own game inside of, Black Ops. And we did that with Black Ops 2. We're doing it with Black Ops 3, except this one is just going to blow people's minds.
And because it's not like you guys went in and were like, well, we got zombies now. We'll take out the multiplayer and just put in zombies instead. Like, you guys do everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an incredible amount of work for a team that's just like really passionate, just cranking it out. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that customization is key, obviously, and that's one of the things that you're talking about, kind of iconic to video games as a medium, is customization. I mean, you want to talk a little bit more about that, and like how fine detailed you can get with that sort of thing?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, and I think that was, look, in multiplayer we've always done it, right?
Yeah.
Create a class, allowing you to customize your, what you want to play with for your strategies, right? A lot of we roll it out to you. It's accessible over time. If you haven't tried Call of Duty multiplayer, we don't give it to you all at once. We roll it out to you. We let you earn it and experience it, master it, and then go back in and do that, right? Taking that cue, we wanted to bring some of that experience to the campaign that hasn't had that, right? It is an epic, single-player experience.
Right.
But we wanted to bring player choice into the campaign, and that affects how you, create. In 2065, what we have is the merging of technology and humanity in order to combat all the advanced robotics that have just advanced on the battlefield, right? It's great for gameplay fiction, right? The fiction that we've created. And you'll be able to kit up and go out there and play, you and your friends. You'll be able to take on different strategies and go in. And again, it's going to be your choice. As you play, you'll earn the ability to upgrade yourself and then be able to use those strategies when you play, or go back and play them different, right? Or go back and play levels. Here's the deal. You could go all the way through the game and just have buffed yourself out in a particular way, go back to an early level,
or just play
a very
totally
early level, Yeah, with all of those abilities and play that level that way.
Now, but would you just be dominating at that point, or is that kind of where the adaptive AI and the dynamic levels kind of come in? Is that you guys are tweaking it as you go?
So it's not exactly like that, but we do take into account who's coming into the battle, so that it stays fun.
Yeah.
You know, I think Call of Duty's always been known for having some epic scripted cinematic moments and scripted AI, and that's clearly fun. We're game designers, so we design the fun for the game, but this AI system is so expansive, so advanced, that it has so many different strategies and tactics that it can take, right? And not only that, there's just things that you can't do. If you haven't earned the ability to hijack a robot on the battlefield when you're early in the game, but you've earned it later, and you've chosen it later, and those robots are on the battlefield, well, you can do that.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the AI, it's about what you can do to the AI, what you can do to the battlefield, and really make it a different game, a different experience every time. We really wanted to bring that replayability that people love, the depth and replayability that I think people really love about our multiplayer and also our zombies game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course, our zombies game, which is already a four-player co-op, up to four-player co-op experience. We want to bring that into the campaign for the players.
And of course that was a huge spotlight on the press conference yesterday. Was you guys having that amazing video that was showing the all that gameplay of the multiplayer campaign. And I mean, I heard, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but is that like dynamic where you can bring yourself, you can bring 2 people, you can bring 3 people into that?
Yeah.
And it's just, you just do what you want. Whatever friends you want to bring in.
That's exactly right. And
is that all online, or is that local as well, or online only?
You can also play it local, split screen, 2 players. But you can play up to 4 if there was 2 people in each house or whatever it is. But yeah, of course.
Mix and match,
Look,
as they say.
I grew up in the day when there was no internet, when my first games, and I used to play...
Mark, nonsense. What are you talking about, man? You're like 20, 22 maybe at most? Come on.
So that's how we played multiplayer, was on the couch with our friends. And
absolutely.
I know a lot of people love to play split screen multiplayer, and definitely zombies local.
Absolutely.
And you can do that, of course, with this, but you can also play it online if you guys are split screen. And we've been doing this for a long time.
You have some experience.
And for us, I mean, we're so proud of Black Ops 2. I'm so proud of my team. The reason that this team gets excited and motivated is so that we can mix it up each and every time and give players a new experience. And, they really went after it, from making the online nature of the campaign with new advanced graphic systems and co-op, to the multiplayer, changing up the movement system, making it feel great, the ability to add the specialists and everything, all the gameplay and depth that's going to bring, and the zombies experience, which we're not getting into, but I can't wait to share it with you guys.
More to come, right?
It's super creative. The team really goes for it, and my hat's off to them. I mean, they really are an inspiration for me. I go out there on the floor and I look at all the care and the love and the craft and the sacrifice. I mean, the hours that this team puts into making this game and playing their game is incredible. It is, and year after year. So I'm very fortunate.
Well, I feel like it's really nice to hear you talk about that, man, especially on the Livecast. So I'm glad you were able to share about the team. I love being able to hear about the people behind these huge, massive works of art, that are being done, right? And it's just people. It's just people and their creativity and their hard work, and that's what video games are.
That's exactly what it is.
Now I got to ask you this. Say someone is coming in, they see Call of Duty last night at our conference. They're like, you know what? I've never really tried a Call of Duty, but Black Ops 3 looks pretty dope. How can they get in? Is it going to be accessible for them, or is there going to be a little bit of a barrier that they're going to have to get over?
Well, if you're watching this, unfortunately, you're not here at E3, because for the first time ever in franchise history, we have, and hard at work making sure we can release. But that beta in August, which we're really excited about. The last time the franchise has had a beta was when Treyarch did it with World at War,
which was a little while ago. That was a hot minute back.
Yeah, almost 7 years ago now. So we're excited to bring it back to the franchise, being able to let players get their hands on it, give us feedback, critical feedback that will help ensure when we release in November that it's solid. And I think we're very fortunate that I have a very large test team that does a great job testing this, and we always launch very solid.
Yeah.
But we just want to make it as good as we can, and really the fans can help us if they play the game and then give us their feedback, because we're always listening.
Now, when you go back, I mean, because you've been at Treyarch for a long time, we were talking about it before the show started. When you go back and look at the team's previous efforts and compare them to now, I mean, what is that like for you as a developer and as someone that is in charge of a whole studio?
It's humbling. I mean, I think this team has not always enjoyed the success in this franchise that we have now. It was hard fought, hard earned by a lot of hard work from people, and every single year this team just keeps pushing forward, and they want to better themselves. They want to do the best work of their lives every single time we come out, and that's no different. And I think it's really important, especially coming off something that was fortunately as successful as Black Ops and Black Ops 2 was.
Yeah.
I think a creative organization needs to be motivated. They need to stay hungry. And when you have that,
yeah, I like that,
great things can happen.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you how many things we've tried and it was heartbreaking that didn't make it during this development. But we learned something from each and everything that we do. We try and learn how we can make our game better, how we can make our craft better, how we can make each other better to make the best games we possibly can, the best art we possibly can, the best animation, the best audio, and on and on and on. And it really is an amazing studio that, I don't know what I did in whatever past life to be able to work with such talented people every day. It's truly incredible, and to see how many millions of people all over the world enjoy what we do is truly an honor.
Awesome. Man, I'm like speechless right now. We'll just cancel the rest of the show, man. You closed it out. Well, let's return to the moment. Okay. We've had our moment of reflection.
Yeah.
We'll return to the moment. We're at E3. You said kind of
I can actually
first, we got the multiplayer here on the show floor. Do you want to tease a little bit of what you guys are showing off this week to all the folks that are here in LA?
Yeah, it's pretty epic. I mean, obviously, we just teased it last night. We gave you guys a little bit of taste of the campaign.
An appetizer.
An appetizer. We showed you the multiplayer trailer. We have a lot of fun making. By the way, these are some epic runs. It took a while to get.
You would want
these people on your team any day of the week. But we think the fans love to see the epic runs.
Yeah.
It gives us a chance to show off a bunch of different abilities and weapons. So here's the deal. The campaign is an epic display here at Sony for the very first time. You guys have been so gracious. We have an awesome theater booth. There's going to be an awesome 15-minute campaign, co-op campaign display that I hope the fans will get a chance to see a little bit later. But if you're here,
worth the wait.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It really shows a lot of breadth, a lot of diversity that you get in the campaign, because when I showed you last night in that 4 to 5 minutes of gameplay, it was just an epic hellstorm of stuff going on.
It was exhilarating.
But
man.
Everybody, if you look at each of those individual plays, the players are all playing them pretty differently. So we want to show a lot of different diversity,
in the multiplayer footage?
In the campaign.
Oh, in the campaign footage.
In the campaign
okay.
co-op. So that's here at Sony.
Yeah.
And if you go over to Activision, or people at Activision are getting their hands on multiplayer. I mean, day in, day out now throughout E3, it's on the show floor. We're going to have streams out there, and people will be able to see plenty of it. Look, I look at Black Ops 2 online today, and I know a lot of you still play that game. I can't wait to get it into your hands. I think that's the most important thing. It feels so good.
Yeah.
This game is really not just about the last 3 years. It's really been a decade in the making for Treyarch. It really is the best of everything that we've ever made in campaign multiplayer and zombies, and then a lot of new creativity brought to that on top of it.
Dude, that's incredible. Now, I'm really glad. We'll probably have to wrap up soon, but I'm really glad you brought up that multiplayer footage, because I completely forgot to ask you about that. You're saying I won't look that good when I'm playing for the first time.
I hope
I'm not just gonna just blend into the code and just become this one fluid motion of every perfect shot.
Well, the idea is that you will feel powerful. Now,
I'll get there eventually.
But here's
maybe.
the deal: I've played with you guys online, and there will be some of
you don't have your own.
Who will have these epic runs, and I play this game every day, but I am constantly amazed and surprised at the talent and skill of these players who've been playing this game. It's incredible, and they'll know. I mean, we made this. There's a lot of first person in this.
Yeah.
We cut
it's a first person shooter.
Shots to make the show, because we're doing some narrative here.
Yeah.
But you can almost feel this. I mean, this trailer. It literally.
It's kinetic. Yeah.
And there's just all kinds of toys on the battlefield to play with. I think it shows off a variety of maps, a variety of the specialists, showing you the diversity of what you get to play with those specialists. Look, you still get create a class. You get to create your own weapon and build out your weapon in this game for the first time. You can personalize it.
Oh my God!
In our paint shop, there'll be, if you want to, you can personalize your weapon, so there'll be nothing like it out there in the world with that paint shop and the configuration that you have. There's just so much you can do, and there's so much depth. I think people are just going to be playing it and sharing all the experiences. And really, it's about playing, you know, it's always about playing with others online. So there's a lot of great tools. We want to make it a social experience. Let people have fun. Let people share their experiences online.
Dude, that's so fun. Thank you so much for coming here, just like sharing your passion with us, telling us about the team behind it. Dude, that's so awesome. So thank you, Mark.
Yeah.